where there's so many people out there that are brainwashed because they're watching the news. Han Meditations. Hey guys, I'm Han. This is Kelly. We are Han Meditations. We're back with another video. We actually had to go somewhere for work, so we were away for a little bit. Now we're back, and it was kind of like a work vacation because it was very much work, but it was very much a vacation at the same time. So
peaceful.
So we put out a little post. People said they wanted us to watch a laughable revert story. Aussie embraces Islam with subtitles. Let's go ahead and check this out and see what they're talking about.
My dog died, which I was particularly upset about. I love that dog. And sadly, I had a friend pass away. He had cancer, and I watched him slowly die over the period of about 8 months. I think at that stage I started to think to myself, everyone kept on telling me that God loved me, and I kept on thinking, God killed my dog. He doesn't love me. I'm going to find out for myself what the real truth is. The truth for myself anyway, as an Aussie, first thing I'm going to think of is go to a church. Everybody was singing so much, I couldn't believe it. I didn't know any of the words that anyone was singing. I didn't know any of the notes to hit or whatever. I felt pretty stupid. Beautiful teachings in the Bible. But I didn't find what I was looking for. And I was working alongside a Hindu. And one of the things that I kept on asking him is, talk to me about all these gods. I don't understand. How come you have to have all these gods? I said, but seriously, bro, what's the deal with the guy with the elephant head? Come on, he's got a few arms, he's got an elephant head. Come on, what's going on there? You've got lions' heads, tigers' heads, eagles' heads. They're all so much better than the elephant's head. Why did he pick that one? And he didn't find it very funny. I also investigated Judaism. But again, after I kept on asking questions, I just didn't find what I was looking for. Then I looked into Buddhism. Now, I really liked Buddhism. I thought this was great. You get to relax. This is not so much a religion of God, but just a good way to live. It's a nice way to live. And I said, look, I've investigated all the religions and I can't find what I'm looking for. And he said to me, well, what have you investigated? And I said, oh, well, look, I've investigated Christianity. I've investigated this ism, this, that, all the isms. He goes, well, what about Islam? And I went, Islam? Okay. Mate, they're terrorists. I'm not going to investigate Islam. They're crazy. No way, But lo and behold, alhamdulillah, I found myself walking into Preston Mosque one day. I was very nervous parking my car in the car park. I thought it might explode. I walked straight across the prayer rug with my shoes on. I walked straight past the brother praying. As he went into sujood, I almost stepped on his head. I had no idea, right? I walk across and I stopped. Abu Hamza came out of a door. That's the brother who just introduced us before, Samir. And I thought, this is it. I'm about to die. And we used to sit down and we talk about the different sort of questions that I had and the things that I wanted to know about Islam. They were very hospitable. I kept on getting cups of tea, biscuits. Now, no other religious sect had done this for me, right? So I was quite impressed. I'm not sure, I don't want to offend anyone again, but as an Australian, if you offer someone a cup of tea and they say no, you go, okay. These guys wouldn't take no for an answer. Would you like a cup of tea, bro? No, thanks, bro. Are you sure? No, I'm right. Are you sure, bro? I'll go get one. No, I'm right, bro. No, I'm getting one anyway. Sure. Look, I'll just get you one, right? No worries, I'll get you one. All right, man, I'll take the tea, Subhanallah. When I was sitting down with the brothers from the mosque, when I would say, listen, I don't understand this. What about this? They would never just answer from their opinion. They would always pick up the Quran. They would open it up, and it would be like, they're like human indexes. They would just, bang, page 142, read this. And I would read it and I would go, wow, that's beautiful. And I would say, look, where's all this part about killing people and blowing up cars? And I don't see that. Is it somewhere towards the back that I haven't read it yet? I can't find it. First impressions when I walked in were that these guys were terrorists. And I found nothing but the opposite. I found that they were the most hospitable, caring, nice people. I mean, these are guys that would say, do you need a lift home? Because they saw my car. Do you need a panel beater? Do you need a new motor? I remember speaking to them and they said, look, Islam is not just a religion for yourself, it's also a religion based on a whole social community. So alhamdulillah, I started realizing that Islam is not just about each individual, it's also about a community. I also asked questions about the hijab and why couldn't I wear it. But once you start actually looking inside the religion, working as a whole unit, as in implementing every step of the way, it starts to make sense. And it started to make sense. And I stopped and I thought to myself, look, this is the time. Tonight, Allah and me, we're going to have a bit of a conversation. We're going to, we're going to bond. All I need from you, Allah, is just a sign. Just a little sign. Look, nothing too major, just maybe a bolt of lightning. Bolt of lightning for you, man. Come on, you created the earth. This is just a bolt of lightning. It'll be easy. So I sat there and I went, okay, go. And I swear to you, nothing happened. Absolutely nothing. I was really disappointed. I said, Allah, this is your chance. I'm here. I'm asking you. Where's my sign? Come on. I'll give you another chance. Maybe you were busy. It's night time here. It's busy over the other side of the world. Maybe I could just get a bit of a creak in the floor. Maybe I could hear a car backfire. Something that I'll know it's for me, but no one else will know. It's just between you and me. Again, I said, go. I'm waiting. And I waited. I think I waited about a minute. And that felt like a long time at the time. And nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. And I was really disappointed. I thought, I'm like on this cliff. I'm on the edge of a cliff. I'm about to jump into Islam and I just haven't been pushed. I haven't taken that little leap. So I turned the Quran. I turned to the next page where I'd finished off. SubhanAllah, the very next verse that I read, for those of you who ask for signs, have we not shown you enough already? Look around you at the skies, the stars, land, the oceans. These are the signs for the people of knowledge. SubhanAllah, straight away my whole world changed. I was staring at the Quran, I was just in shock. I couldn't believe that I'd been so arrogant to ask for my own specific sign when the signs had been around me all the time. There's a creator because there's a creation. So I closed the Quran, I had the best night's sleep, I got to tell you. I went straight to the mosque the next day. Alhamdulillah, Abu Hamza was there again. I said, Abu Hamza, this is what's happened to me. He said, that's it, you become a Muslim today. There's no mucking around with Abu Hamza. He goes, don't worry about all that. Yallah. So, but when I walked into the mosque, the people just started pouring in. And I went, SubhanAllah, look at this religion. I've been to churches where there's, 20 people, 30 people, 50 people. There was about 1,000 people that night. And I thought, this is amazing. This religion is truly the religion of choice. And then I found out it was the first night of Ramadan. He said, no, you've got to make shahada, we need witnesses. You've got to say these words. I said, can't you just let me do it in English? I said, have you seen the guys out there, man? They've all got beards down here. They're massive. You get these words wrong, I'm a dead man again, He goes, no, you have to say them. And trust me, bro, trust me. And I did. And alhamdulillah, I did. I stood up in front of all the brothers and I, to be honest with you, I was looking across this sea of beards. I was mesmerized. I started to say the words and all the fear went out of my body and out of my heart. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu an Muhammadan Rasulullah. And I felt like a shower had been turned on and my whole body had been flushed clean. And trust me, I needed to be flushed clean. I was standing up there. All the brothers started yelling out, Takbir, Allahu Akbar. I thought I'd done something wrong. And they started coming towards me and I thought, oh no. I'm pretty sure I said what he said. And they started hugging me and kissing me. Now, I had never been hugged and kissed by that many men in my life. But I felt the brotherhood. Straight away, I could see people had tears in their eyes. And subhanAllah, I had tears in my eyes. And I sat there with people and I spoke to people I didn't even know, I'd never met before in my life. And they were talking to me as though I'd known them for 30 years. And it was that day, that point in that moment that I realised I had more brothers, more sisters than I could ever have imagined. And good brothers and sisters, not bad ones, I'm talking good ones. SubhanAllah, I sat there maybe, I don't know, I can't remember how long, just talking to people. They were asking me questions. I went home with such a beautiful feeling because I knew at that stage that I had a clean slate. If you haven't felt the feeling that I'm talking about, I sincerely hope it happens to you at one stage in your life. I encourage you to investigate all the religions, and particularly Islam. I would say that one of my favourite verses, I'll end with this verse, is a particular verse that says, "Let there be no compulsion in religion, because the truth stands clear from error." Assalamu alaikum.
Wow, that story was crazy. And I mean, it was pretty funny, but it was just like wild because a lot of people actually think that Muslims are terrorists. I mean, we talked about this in our channel before previously, where there's so many people out there that are brainwashed because they're watching the news. They're listening to what other people are telling them. They're listening to the racist thoughts of their parents. They never even met a Muslim. They don't even know anybody. They see an Arab or a Muslim. They think they're a terrorist. They think they're a bad person. They think they're going to blow something up. And this is just ignorant thinking out of pure ignorance. Mm-hmm. And this is something, like I said, we talked about this because people need to really realize what's going on and they need to change their mind. You have to start being a free thinker. You have to start thinking outside of the box. You have to really look at all the pieces, the moving pieces, the puzzle that's moving constantly, and to see what do they want. They want you to be fearful from another person. They want you to be against religion, whether it's Christianity or Islam. They want you to be against these religions. That's why everything that they're doing now is to go against these religions, is to break down the religion. They want to break down the family unit. They want to break down the religions, and they want to break you down, and they want you to be an eternal slave.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely right.
So that you work for them, so that you do what they say to do. So if they tell you to put the mask on, you put it on without questioning it. Whatever they want you to do, they're going to have you do it. And this is something that you have to realize right now before it's too late, because this is just so important. And I love how he had the comedic draw to it, and he even said how there was 1,000 people in there. And then he looked and it was Ramadan.
Yeah.
And so... And I like how the guy was like, "Oh, you become a Muslim today. Like, you're going to do it today."
Right.
So that story was definitely awesome. What do you think about that, Kelly?
Yeah, it was awesome to have the bit of humor with it, because it's always good to be able to laugh, and especially at yourself in a way, you know. So that was really good. And I really liked how he said the community aspect. I agree. I totally have noticed that when it comes to Islam and Muslim people, they're very much a community and look out for each other and see each other really truly as brothers and sisters. And I do very much admire that. And just his part where he said, give me a sign. And then he opens up the book and boom, it's literally talking about, you know, here is your signs for those who are looking. I mean, word for word. We totally understand those moments where it's just those magical moments with God that you really just can't get anywhere else, you know? It's just nothing can compare to those pure moments of awe and wonder and splendor. And like Han was saying, they want us cut off. They want us divided and, you know, never coming together, never loving each other truly, because there's so much power when we do come together and we do love each other. And not only that, but they do really want us disconnected from these powerful religions that bring us that close to God, because I'm sure everyone watching here knows as well, has moments in their memories, just like him, where you open the book and boom, the sign was there. I mean, these are the most magical things that we can get here on this world. It's powerful, powerful stuff. And when we're all sharing in it, loving it, and, you know, loving each other, it's just unstoppable. So I love the story. It was amazing. Very funny too.
Absolutely. Because you need to find God. I mean, you really need to. You need to bring God into your life and become as close as you can with God, because that's what I believe the purpose of this reality is. I do believe that this life is a test, and that you are being tested at all times. And you have to grow. And if you don't grow and expand, then it's just going to lead you into the darkness, essentially, where, you know, you're not doing the things you're supposed to be doing. Everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing. Okay. But are you doing those things? And that's what it comes down to. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for donating, guys. We appreciate your donations so much. It really keeps the channel going. You have no idea. Even just $1, guys, 50 cents, $2, it doesn't matter. But just watching the video, liking and subscribing and sharing it is enough. But if you do want to donate, man, it means the world to us. We truly appreciate it from the bottom of our heart. We love you all. We really do. We love you guys so much. So thank you guys for being here. We'll see you in the next video.